Why should real estate agents use Google Ads? That's a very common question that I get from my clients and brokerages that I work with as we're mapping out their marketing strategy. And the answer is quite simple. You're able to advertise based off of demographics and intent. From the demographic side, you're able to advertise based off of income, age, familial status, and on and on. And from the intent side, you're able to advertise based off of the searches that your future clients are making. So today, let's pull everything together so you can learn how to launch Google Ads to generate real estate leads. Hey, Atime, if we're just meeting, welcome to the channel that brings actionable content to grow your business through online marketing. So if that sounds beneficial, consider subscribing. What does it mean to run Google Ads? Well, let's look at the opportunity. We are here on the Google website or the Google search engine, and most likely you've probably used this millions of times at this point. So whenever you're searching something, regardless of what it is, you're going to have some results. Ideally, you want to show up in the organic sense. So here you have the paid ads, which we'll discuss in a few seconds. You're going to see a map generally depending on what you search, and then you're going to have the organic results. Now, ideally, we would love to be in the organic world. We would love to be in the organic results, but look at the competition that you have. You have Realtor, Redfin, Yelp, Zillow. Those are national players that have billions of dollars behind their brand. So an individual agent is going to have a very hard time competing and getting into the front page of Google. So what's the next best thing? The next best thing is to buy this placement, to buy the placement up here. So the first 4 slots on the search results are open for advertising. And then the last 3 slots on the front page are also available for advertising. And then you go on to different pages on Google, but nobody ever goes to the second page. So you want to be on the front page. And you can type in anything that you want. So real estate agent Fort Worth. You're going to see some more results. Now, depending on the search phrase, you may see 1 ad, 2 ads, 3 ads, depending on what you search here specifically. You won't always have 4 at the top and 3 at the bottom. It just depends on the competition. Now, this is the opportunity. You have the ability to cut out the Zillows, the Realtors, the Homelights, the Redfins, the Yelps of the world, and show your ad up here. And that's what we're going to look at today. Let's go over to our ads manager for a second and go to the keyword planner. The keyword planner, you're going to go to discover keywords, and we're going to copy this. Let's just say real estate agent Fort Worth. What we're doing right now is we are looking for search results that we can use in our advertising. So what triggered these ads to show up was what I searched for. So real estate agent Fort Worth. That means that the advertisers, Orchard, Upnest, top agents ranked, and then whoever that is, these companies or these agents, what they did was they are buying this placement based off of what is searched, so the keywords. And what we have to do now is go to the keyword planner and see what keywords we also want to compete for. So you see real estate agent Fort Worth. You see the average monthly searches. The competition is low. Let me move myself for a second. And you see the top of page bid in the page of bid low range, and then the high range. So you see $3 on the low range and $7 on the high range, and the competition is low. So I would actually advertise and use this keyword if I was trying to advertise and show up in this particular geography. Compass Realty Fort Worth, best real estate agents in Fort Worth. You see the monthly searches, the competition, and what it's going to cost you on average to show up when these results are searched. So now if you go and type in real estate agent near me, get results, you're going to see some different results right here. Real estate agent near me. You see that the average monthly searches is extremely high. Now, if you want to make it a bit more specific, you're going to go to the locations, and then you're going to go to the state. Now, this is dependent on the state. Now, if you want to get even more specific, you're going to go to Fort Worth, and you're getting information. You're getting information that is exclusive to the area that you're searching in or that you're trying to advertise in. So you're getting hyper local information on where you want to advertise. Now, word of caution here is, yes, you do have the ability to go in very microscopically to the Fort Worth area. But if you live in a rural area and don't have as many people in the population, then make it a little bit broader. Go to the county, go to the state, and then take the results from there. You're not going to be advertising to the entire state. You're just collecting data. So here you see Fort Worth. It's being searched in this particular geography, or these particular location. You're seeing that it's being searched on average 110 times. The competition is low, and then the cost. And you see here I have these in some of the ads that we're running on different ad accounts. Realtors near me, real estate brokers near me. So you see the competition, you see the impression, and once you are going through and doing all of your homework, what you're going to do is you're going to download all keyword ideas. You're going to click there and you're going to get a CSV file or open it up in Google Sheets and start mapping out what you want to advertise for. So if I just do a CSV, it's going to prepare a document. I'm going to open it up. And to make my advertising so much easier, I'm just going to go through and rank these on what I actually want to advertise for. If I don't want to advertise there, I'm just going to delete that. I'm just going to go through. I'm not even reading them. Let's just say I don't want to advertise there. All I have to do is then copy these and I'll show you where to place these. So now this is just the research phase. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. Let's go and actually launch a campaign. We're going to go and create a new campaign. We're going to create a campaign without a goals guidance. We're going to advertise in search. And then select the results you want to get from this campaign. We're going to say website visits. You don't have to put your website, but you can if you want. And I'll show you where this comes into play in a little bit. You're going to name it. So just name the campaign. Just make sure that it's something that you remember, something that you're going to easily be able to identify. Oh, this is my type of campaign that I was running for this neighborhood or that neighborhood. So just make sure that it's something that you're able to recall. And then when it comes to networks, a lot of people get confused when it says search network. This does not mean the search. I know that we just went to the search, but this is beyond that. This is an expanded network. So this means that it is beyond the Google search and it goes into Google partners that they have. So this means that there's other websites, other searches that you're appearing on. I don't want you to select that because it's going to cost you more money and you don't necessarily know how the search results populate on those websites. So you don't necessarily know all the websites that they're advertising on. So to save you a little bit of money, we're going to leave the search network off. And then you see some additional settings. You can set up when you want them to run. If you have a template that you're tracking all of your conversions from, so a tracking template, you would select it there. Dynamic search ads, get automated search targeting and customized ad headlines based off of your website. So this is going to go into your website and pull out some headlines as somebody is searching. As an example, if they say Fort Worth homes and your website has Fort Worth homes, it's going to match it. You don't have to create that specific ad saying Fort Worth homes. And I'll show you what that means in a couple of seconds or minutes. All right, so locations. This is where you have to select the actual location where you want to advertise. So you see target people in or regularly in your targeted locations. A lot of people forget to drop down this arrow and go people in or who show interest in your targeted location. So that means that if you're shooting for a listing in, let's just say, Fort Worth, and you forget to select this area, then you are also advertising to people that don't even live in Fort Worth. They're just interested in the location. So your listing ad is not that effective and you're spending some money advertising to somebody in California, somebody in New York, somebody in Florida that is not going to purchase in, that is not going to sell in Fort Worth. So just be aware of that. We're going to enter the location and now we're going to say Fort Worth. We're going to target this. There you go. We're not going to exclude, or we're not going to worry about exclusions. We're going to keep it in English. The audiences. So the audiences is pretty cool. I'm going to show you what the differences are. So I'm going to go to browse so you see the differences. Who they are. So demographics. As mentioned in the intro, you can target based off of parental status, marital status, education, home ownership status. So if you're targeting homeowners, and want to get a listing, then you target somebody that has a home, that are home owners. How cool is that? As a reminder, the reason that we're launching Google Ads is because the demographics and the intent. We are looking solely at demographics right now, and I'm going to demonstrate to you the intent part here shortly. So you are able to target based off of who they are, demographics, and then what their interests are and habits are. So Google has a lot of information, a lot of history on us, so they have the interest that we are commonly searching for. So if I'm a watch guy, then I'm going to go to watch websites. So they're able to categorize me as that being my interest. If I'm a sports guy or a sports nut, then it would categorize me as having that interest, and on and on and on. So banking and finance, beauty and wellness, shoppers, sports and fitness, technology, all that fun stuff, and they get even more sophisticated. So that's the interest. Now, here's where the intent comes into play. What they are actively researching or planning, so they're in market for something, so they're in market to make a purchase. The moment that they see that you start searching for U-Hauls, that start looking for moving websites, or Zillows, Trulias, they see that something's about to happen. So that takes you from your regular interest, and it throws you into in market to do something moving related. So whenever you're going out to U-Haul, whenever you're going out to, I can't think of another moving website right now, but any other website that has to do with moving, you get bombarded with ads later on. This is part of what they're doing to retarget you. So that is the in market. How they have interacted with your business. So the specific websites that you visit, they're able to retarget you directly. And this is something that you too can do as long as you have your global site tag installed on your website. And I have a video in this channel that shows you how to do that. So I'll be sure to link that down below and also at the end of this video so you have access to it. So you can remarket just like the big companies, the Fortune 500 companies are doing to you. And then combined audiences. So you take a combination of in-market, affinity, remarketing, all that fun stuff. But that is something that we can cover at a later date. I just wanted to show you that. What I'm more interested in is, let's say, homeowners. I want to target homeowners. And then my budget. I'm going to spend $100 per day. And the question is going to become, well, how much do I spend on budget? For your budget, spend what you can. Spend what you can. Whenever I take consults, whenever I do consults, either for one-on-one consults, launching the ads with an agent, or whenever I take on clients, I do suggest that you spend at minimum $10 a day. At minimum. That is on the very low end of what I suggest that you spend on any platform, really, on Facebook or on Google or on YouTube or on Instagram. I suggest that you spend at least $10 in your business a day. I know that's like 2 cups of coffee at Starbucks. I know that's a stretch, but yeah, at least spend $10 on yourself, on your business, because it's going to yield some results for you. All right, so bidding, conversions, we are going to go for optimizing clicks. Now, I know that I typically go to conversions, but I didn't show you how to set up a conversion right now. So for you to set up a conversion, all you have to do is go to conversions up here, install your global site tag, and create it. I have another video in this channel. Again, I'll link that down below and at the end of this video so you see what that looks like. But it's something that we can cover at a later date, but I also have a video on it already, so I don't want to focus on conversions. Once you do set up conversions, then yes, I highly suggest that you advertise from a conversion standpoint, meaning those people that already became leads for you, so that have already converted, then advertise to get more of those types of results rather than just clicks. But for our purposes, since I didn't go through this video to show you how to create a conversion, then we're not going to optimize for conversions. All right, so then you set up your ad schedule, the conversions, if you have multiple conversions set up on your account, the ad rotation, and then ad extensions. Get up to 15% higher click-through rate by showing additional information on your ads. So site link extensions, so this is a hyperlink that you can direct traffic to other parts of your website. So whenever you, let's see if we have any over here. So this is a hyperlink. This is a site link extension right here. They are driving you to a different part of their website. The call out extension, I don't think there's a call out over here. There's no call out extensions here, but basically call out extensions give you the ability to emphasize different parts of your business, and you'll see how to create those in a couple of seconds. And then call extensions, you add your phone number. So whenever you're going to add a site link extension, I'll show you how to add those. You're putting in the text, you're writing a brief description. You see right here, brief descriptions, and then the final URL. So they're driving people to different parts of their website. It's not the main URL that you see right here. So that is the site link extension. The call out extension, this is just 25 characters 4 times over. So you have, let's just say, houses for sale, home valuation, instant offer, and on and on and on. So you're putting different parts of your business on promotion, I guess. On promotion, you're calling that out and have some additional extensions to show for it. And then the call extensions, that's where you add your phone number. Now you can track the conversions from your phone number. Just know that whenever you hit the track button, the phone number that you have gets converted into a Google phone number, so they're able to track it that way. We're going to save and continue. All right, and this is where all of that work that we went through at the beginning of the video, going through here and selecting which ones we want to target, which ones we don't want to target. All you have to do is come here and paste the keywords that you want to compete for, that you want to show your ad in front of. Then you would paste them right here. Or remember when I put in that website, echorealestateadvisors.com, then you have options based off of some keyword suggestions based off of what's over on the website. You don't have to start out with your website, but this is where it comes back into play. If you remember, I alluded to this part a few minutes ago, and this is what it basically does. But you can also say real estate agent, and it's going to give you some keyword suggestions from here as well. So real estate websites, that doesn't make sense for what we're doing. Let's just say list my house, sell my home online. How do I sell my house? Houses for sale, selling a house by owner. So you see all the keywords that make sense for your particular ad. So here I'm just gonna go through and add these just so you see different examples. And then when it comes to match types, this is very important, where the broad match is just like this. Broad match is if anybody searches sell my house or misspells sell or misspells homes, my ad will have the potential to show up, assuming that I have enough budget, that I'm winning in the auctions and everything like that. So this is very flexible on when my ad is going to show up. Now, if I want to be a bit more restricted and a bit more guarded in my budget, then I would put a phrase match. So I only want to show my ad if somebody types in sell my home, and if they add in Fort Worth or Dallas or whatever, then I still want my ad to show up. So sell my home. As long as that's showing up, my ad has the potential of showing up. Now, if I want to be even more selective, I'm going to go with exact match, meaning if I put it into a bracket, sell my house, I will only show my ad if somebody types those 3 words exact as they are. I don't care about misspellings. I don't care about anything after or before. I only want my ad to show if it says sell my home. That's it. So that's the exact match. So we're just going to continue going. All right. And then, well, it's going to ask for the HTTPS, which is fine. Anyway, with the headline, now we're getting ready to have our ad created. Now that we're through with the ad, I want to call out one quick thing. You see the display path right here, Fort Worth. Know that this is a phantom URL. It's not a real URL. You actually don't need this on your website in order for it to show up. So I just add this to add a little bit more local feel to my ads. If I was advertising in Dallas, I would put Dallas. It doesn't matter. The path does not matter. Also, with the headlines and the descriptions, I just went through and added something. So I would actually spend a lot more time crafting these ads for you, depending on what keywords you're using and also what you're offering. Now let's talk about the offer. At this point, done and create next ad, you're done, and you would create another ad if you want, or just save and continue and you are done. Now let's talk about the offer. Let's talk about what happens. When you're advertising on Google Ads, it's very important that you get to the point quickly. So I'm not going to click on these because I don't want to charge them anything on their Google Ads. But whenever you have your ad, you want to have a landing page behind it. If you're offering a home valuation, if you're offering a cheat sheet, if you're offering whatever you're offering, you want to have a landing page behind it or a website that is ready to go, that is not going to confuse the audience, that will convert leads. Meaning, you don't want to send them to your traditional website because you're spending money that you're not going to get back. So your traditional website, most likely it's not optimized to be read instantly and capture the attention of what you intend to capture. So that's my suggestion to you. Have your offer very clear on the ad, but also whenever you're driving traffic away from Google, especially on Google Ads, to your websites, make sure that your websites are either clear or you use landing pages, something that is going to cut through the noise and gives the people an opportunity to reach out to you or to give you their contact information to claim the offer that you have for them. Well, now that you know how to create Google ads for real estate leads, let's look at how to create Facebook ads for real estate leads as well. I'll leave a video right here that's going to help you do just that. And if you found value today, please be sure to subscribe so we can talk again soon.